guys, good morning. It's the first day of Booktubeathon, and I caught up from last week. I just finished The Diviners, so now I can start my 7 books. I'm going to start listening to Layer of Dreams soon. I'm a little bit behind on the day. It was raining this morning, so didn't get to take Berlin out for a walk until a little bit later. So I'm going to have breakfast, check Instagram, and then I'm going to get started with listening to the Layer of Dreams. Time for a reading update. I'm about 3 hours into Layer of Dreams. It's really cool seeing the different perspectives of all the characters, and you can just tell that they're going to intertwine at some point, and I'm really excited about that. There's this dream sickness that's spreading through New York. Take lunch, and then I'm going to keep reading. So I'll check with you guys later. Hello, second reading update of the day. I have listened to about 5 hours of Layer of Dreams. Not as much as I was hoping to listen to today, but I'm still really enjoying it. The last chapter, we just delved more into Henry and Ling's past, and I really enjoyed getting to know these characters a little bit more. But right now, Ross and I are headed off to Pint Night, where he can get a beer, and I am going to take Saga with me to read while we're there. I just finished Saga. It's a really quick, short read, but it's really good, jam-packed with a lot of action and all the feels. It's so good, and I want volume 2 right now. I'm going to go stock up as soon as I get to the bookstore. Okay, since I've finished the first book of Booktubeathon, yes, 1 book down. Oh gosh. I'm going to pick up The Darkest Minds next. It's long, so we'll see how long this takes me. Hello, good morning. It is day 2 of Booktubeathon. Last night, I read about 40 pages of The Darkest Minds. I'm really enjoying it, although I'm really mad that they rounded up all these kids. These poor children. Ah, so frustrating. But I'm looking forward to reading the rest of the story. This morning, I've listened to about 2 hours of Layer of Dreams. I'm still really enjoying the story, although Evie is making me really mad. She's very ambitious, but she's also very selfish, and she's like hurting the people around her, and she doesn't see that. Evie was one of my favorites in The Diviners, but in this story, so far not so much. She's being a little turd, to be honest. So today, I have to do some filming and some editing because I want to get a video up today. And then I have to do what? I don't know. What else do I have to do today? Read. A lot of reading, right? It is a readathon. A lot of reading. Filming, editing, vlogging, maybe cuddle with my puppy. You would like that? You want to cuddle with Mom? No, she doesn't. It makes me sad. Okay, well I'm going to go eat breakfast and film, and I will catch you guys later. Hey guys, I just did some filming. Now I'm going to try to take some Bookstagram pictures, and then I've got to do a bunch of editing. I'm about 7 hours into Layer of Dreams. I haven't been listening to as much as I was hoping. My goal was about 7 hours a day, but right now I've got to focus on getting these videos edited and taking some pictures. And then after that, I need to pick up The Darkest Minds so I can get a big chunk of that read. Okay guys, last update of the day. I did about 3.5 hours worth of editing. I got 1 video done. I'm just waiting for it to upload to YouTube before I can publish it. It is my July book haul. After that, I read about 30 pages of the upside down book of The Darkest Minds. Ruby has just escaped from Camp Thurmond. I am very intrigued. I just want to keep reading. I just want to read the whole book, but I can't do that tonight. At some point I have to sleep, right? Right, Berlin? She's asleep. She's asleep. No, you're hiding. You're hiding from the camera. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get ready for bed, and then I am going to keep reading and reading and reading. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It is day 3 of Booktubeathon. Last night I got to page 122 of The Darkest Minds. I got to the action, and I was just like, I can't put the book down. But it was 12 o'clock, and I was like, I should get some sleep. So I put the book down. So this morning, with the help of Berlin, I will be editing another video that will go up on Friday. And after that, I am going to read The Darkest Minds all day long, because I need to know what happens in this story. I need to know right now. Right now. So I'm going to go do some editing. I probably need to clean the house. I finally got my puppy cuddles. So I will check with you guys in a little bit. Bye. The afternoon. I spent most of the morning editing my video that's going up on Friday, and then I did some cleaning, and I listened to a little bit more of Layer of Dreams. I'm now about 12 hours in. I'm really enjoying the story, and I'm loving getting to know Henry and Ling's characters more in this book because they play a more prominent role. I'm a little scared for Henry. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but I'm afraid it's going to. And I have theories. I hope my theories aren't right. And Blind Bill. Oh, I just want to punch him. What the heck? Anyways, I am now going to spend the rest of the day reading The Darkest Minds. I'm hoping to get a really big chunk of this read today so that I can keep on with my reading goals. We're like midway through Booktubeathon, and I've only completed one challenge. It's starting to make me worry that I'm not going to get to all 7 books. So I'm going to be really pushing it, trying to read as much as possible. I shouldn't have to do too much more editing this week, so I can listen to my books a little bit more and actually get those 7 hours of listening done. So here's to hoping that I'll get all 7 books done. Late in the evening here. I have been reading for 6 hours. I am currently on page 281 of The Darkest Minds. This book is so immersive. I feel like I'm living every word on this page. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving this book, and I don't want to stop. My goal was to get to page 335 today so I could finish Thursday, which is tomorrow, so I could finish tomorrow. I'm tired, so now I have to decide, reading or sleep. Reading or sleep. Reading in my sleep. Reading in my sleep. Yeah, that's a good one. Does anyone else do that? Does anyone else feel like they're reading when they're asleep? I've done that sometimes. After reading a book, I'll put it down, and it's like, you're reading a page still. And I'm like, oh, what story is this from? Oh, it's from the one your brain made up, because you can't get reading off your mind. Berlin says she does it too. What do you read, Berlin? Do you read The Puppy Chronicles? I love Liam. Liam is a sweet, precious cinnamon roll of a character. He is so pure. Ruby, her struggles with hiding who she is and caring for everyone around her and wanting to protect them. I feel that. I feel it in my soul. Not the hiding, but the protecting. I don't know how I am going to put this down and not immediately pick up the next book. I have other books I need to read for Booktubeathon, but I have a feeling that once I put this down, I'm only gonna want to read the rest of these books. They're that good. I am gonna go get ready for bed and probably read just a little bit more, but I think sleep is gonna win tonight. If I don't get to my 7 books, at least I tried. You know, I really pushed myself this week. Some weeks I only read one book, a book this big, and listen to a few audiobooks, but I think I'll feel accomplished with what I have read when I finish Booktubeathon. We'll see. I'm still really hoping for the 7 books. I'm still really going to push myself. But I think I'm still going to feel really accomplished and good even if I don't get to the 7 books. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, bookish people! It is Thursday, making it the 4th day of Booktubeathon. Last night, I almost reached my goal of getting to page 335 of The Darkest Minds. I'm on page 326, so only 9 away. So I got a huge chunk of The Darkest Minds read yesterday, and today I'm going to try to finish it up. This book is so good. Oh, I am swooning. Swooning over Liam and Ruby. So precious. They're so precious. Oh. I am to the point in the book where they finally get to East River, which is not a spoiler because the back of the book tells you they get there. And getting there was a real struggle for them. I think this book is about to take a turn. Just as long as nothing happens to my precious Liam. Something happens to Liam, I am rioting. But before I can get back to The Darkest Minds today, I am going to continue listening to Layer of Dreams. I am dropping my phone. I am 13 hours into Layer of Dreams, which means I have 7.5 hours left. Don't mind my robot vacuum. Just started by itself. Alright, robot vacuum. That's not creepy at all. So the middle part of this book has been very character driven. So it's been a little bit slower than, plot driven books, but it's really interesting to see the relationships build and the characters bring down their walls. Or, Evie still sucking it up. So right now I cannot get behind Evie and her blind ambition and her stepping on the people who care about her. I just can't get behind it. But I am loving Henry and Ling, even though they are putting themselves at danger. But it's really interesting seeing their relationship grow and seeing them figure out who they are. It's really interesting looking back on history and seeing how far exactly we have come and how far we still need to go. And for everything that was amazing about the 20s, the music, the dresses, the hairstyles, the lingo, the good times to be had by all, there were bad times. There were atrocities. There was blind hate. It does show you, when you read historical fictions, it does show you a piece of the time period and how far we have come as a nation. And I think that is really cool. Junior Lavoie, the reader of Layer of Dreams, does Theta's voice so well. It matches her personality and the description, but it also reminds me of Megra from Hercules, and I am behind this. I am so behind this because Meg is one of my favorite characters. She was scorned by a man, but then she was like, I'm going to be stronger for it, and that is how I see Theta. She is stronger for the adversities that she has had to face. And like Evie, she does have ambition to become famous and to be well known and, to be a star, But unlike Evie, she is not willing to step on her friends to get there. She's very caring and kind and protective, and that is what I really love about Theta. And in this book, she plays a more prominent role, and I hope that in Before the Devil Breaks You, she will be a bigger role, because I love Theta. I love her character. I love Memphis. I love the two of them together, and to see them struggle to be together really hurts my heart. So those are some of my thoughts on these two books. I'm hoping I can get a bigger chunk listened to Layer of Dreams today. I do have to do a little editing. I will catch you guys later. Bye. Hello, good afternoon. It is now well into the afternoon. It's almost 3. I've just had a very frustrating day. I spent way too much time on Instagram. I didn't start editing my reading vlog until 12. And then there were just so many issues. I had so many issues with iMovie and editing today. It's been very frustrating. Throughout that time though, I've been listening on and off to Layer of Dreams. Not too much though. I think I've listened to about 45 minutes since the last update. I found out some of the most frustrating news, and that is my library only allows you 7 days to listen to an audiobook, which really sucks considering that this one was 20 hours, and most days I do listen to about 5 to 7 hours worth of an audiobook, but this week I have not had the time to. I've been doing other things, or yesterday I spent, 3 until 11 reading, so I have not been able to listen as much as I usually do. But my audiobook is due tomorrow, and it's like, loan is due tomorrow. I don't know when it's going to turn itself in, so I can't bank on the fact that I'm going to have tomorrow to listen to it as well. So I think I have to now dedicate the rest of this day to finishing Layer of Dreams instead of finishing The Darkest Minds like I wanted to. I'm definitely not going to finish The Darkest Minds tonight. Alright, I'll be back with another update soon. Bookish people, today is Friday. It is the 5th day of Booktubeathon. Last night I actually managed to finish Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. I really enjoyed it. I really love the world of the diviners and all the mysteries in the first 2 books. I'm interested to see what the 3rd book will be about. I'm not going to read the synopsis before I start it, but I'm not going to start it till after Booktubeathon. The crew that's involved in the first 2 books were actually together for the first time, and I'm interested to see if they will stay together in the 3rd book and work together, or if it'll still follow 2 or 3 of the diviners more closely than all of them. So we'll see. I sadly did not get to read any of The Darkest Minds yesterday because I needed to finish Layer of Dreams. So today my goal is to finish it. And I actually have to finish it because Ross and I are going to see The Darkest Minds movie tonight. We have tickets for 9 o'clock. So I have a deadline to finish The Darkest Minds. I think I can do it. I have, shocker, more editing to do. And then I'm going to spend most of the day reading The Darkest Minds and finishing that up. The book that I have started today is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. And The Raven Boys is my book for the challenge, wear a hat while reading the same book. And so that is why I'm wearing my hat, because I have started The Raven Boys. I'm about 2.5 hours in, and I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy seeing Blue's relationship with her mom and aunts and the people she lives with. Seeing Blue's hatred for the Raven Boys kind of dissolve when she meets Adam just proves that, you really can't judge a book by its cover or a person by where they go to school, because you never really know who they are or what their circumstances are. Okay, well, I'm going to get to some editing and keep listening to The Raven Boys. I will update you guys later. Just finished The Darkest Minds, making this the 3rd book that I have finished for Booktubeathon. This book is so good. I keep saying that, but I really mean it. This book is really good. That ending crushed my heart. It's crushed. I cried. I actually cried. Small tears. I don't know why I did this to myself. Why did I think, yes, I'll read the book and finish it the same day as the movie comes out, then I'll go see the movie. It'll be fine, right? I've seen the trailer before I picked up the book, and I kept seeing the scenes from the trailer when I was reading the book. I think they probably did a really good job of keeping to the book as much as possible for film. You know that some things are going to have to change for it to be a movie. I'm not excited to see this ending out on screen but I am excited to see everything else and see this world come to life. So I've completed 3 books for Booktubeathon. I have the rest of today and Saturday and Sunday to finish the rest of the 4, which I don't think is going to happen, so I'm shooting for 5 books in total and not the 7. I really want to finish The Raven Boys and read and finish Timeless, and those are the books I'm going to focus on. So I'm going to go have dinner and go watch The Darkest Minds, and I will let you guys know how it goes. See you tomorrow. Bye! Day of Booktubeathon. It is Saturday, and I am coming at you with this reading update really late. It is the afternoon and not the morning. I was in bed until noon. It's fine. I just didn't do any reading. Last night, Ross and I saw the Darkest Minds movie. I really, really enjoyed it. Because I finished the book 4 hours before I saw the movie, I noticed all of the differences, like all of them. And some parts really frustrated me that they changed them, and some parts I really enjoyed. It was a good book to movie adaptation, but I don't think it was the best. I think it could have been a lot better. One thing that the movie really missed the mark on was the fact that it felt so rushed. The movie felt like it happened all in like a 3-day time period. My husband said it had the Disney syndrome of feeling like everything happened so quickly, and you don't really get the depth of the characters that you get from the book because he didn't get the attachment of the characters he was hoping for. And then in the book, you get a longer time to actually attach to the characters. So I already loved these characters, so I went into the movie with that attachment already there. But if you're going into the movie without that attachment, you don't really get it. I think if it was longer and you got a little bit more time with the characters, it would have been better. I knew going in that things were going to change, but the amount of things that changed and like the little details that changed that make the book this book kind of irritated me. Still a really great movie, and everyone should go see it. Like, please don't not go see this movie. Read the books, go see the movie, support Alex Bracken because she deserves all of it. She's an amazing author, she's an amazing person, and she deserves all of the support. I may or may not do a whole talk on the differences between the book and the movie. I would like to say that they cast these characters phenomenally. I think that they were their roles, and I loved Zoo and Chubbs in all of his scenes was, oh my gosh, he was great. And Liam was Liam. He was perfect. So I will say within the casting they did great, and within the writing they kept the characters the same with their motivations, their intentions, their personalities. They kept all of that the same. So it is overall a really good movie. So today, since it's pretty late in the day and I haven't really done any reading yet, I'm really going to focus on listening to The Raven Boys and starting Timeless. But tonight, my friend Elise and I are going to watch Pride and Prejudice and hang out. So I will update you guys later. Bye! Hello, good evening. Quick update. I am now 26 chapters or 6 hours and 41 minutes into The Raven Boys, and I'm really loving this story. I can't seem to put it down. And the Welsh mythology tie-in, I think is awesome because I'm a sucker for mythology. I have like 4 hours left of the Raven Boys. I can quickly knock that out and finish Timeless all in one day, so that's what I'm hoping to do. Read a little bit of Timeless tonight, finish the Raven Boys, and finish Timeless tomorrow, and that'll get me my 5 books. I'm really sad I didn't ever get to 7, but I think my TBR was a bit ambitious. Hello and happy Monday! Booktubeathon is officially over, and I finished 4 books and I started 1. Yesterday I didn't vlog. I needed a day off and to finish up my reading, so today I'm coming at you a day late, but I'm doing my Booktubeathon wrap up. I would have finished Timeless if Ross and I didn't have errands to run, so I'm going to finish Timeless this week. I really pushed myself hard this week to read all these books, and I read every spare moment I had. I set aside huge chunks of time to read, and I read books that I had been putting off for way too long. So that's the upside of Booktubeathon. The first book I finished last Monday, and that was Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. This was a really quick and easy read because it is a graphic novel. It's really, really good. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's packed full of action, beautifully illustrated. It has well-developed and realistic characters. This follows Alana and Marco, who are star-crossed lovers from 2 different planets in a galaxy-wide war. They are trying to find a safe place to raise their baby while being hunted by both sides. This is a great introduction to the world of Saga. Currently there are 8 volumes out, with the 9th volume coming out very soon. The next book I finished was Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. I rated this 4.25 out of 5 stars. This book follows a dream sickness that is spreading through New York and figuring out who causes this dream sickness. While the other characters are still involved in this book in one way or the other, Henry and Ling are the main characters of this book. But at the very end, the whole crew gets together, which sets the tone for the 3rd book. Really loved Ling and Henry's characters, and seeing more of all of the characters grow and develop and learning more about them. At some times in the book, though, it was a little bit slow, and the twist at the end of who was causing the dream sickness I saw coming from very early on in the book, so that didn't really take me by surprise. So that was a little bit of a letdown. I still really enjoyed this book and this series. I have just started listening to Before the Devil Breaks You. There is going to be a 4th book, but it is not out yet. The 3rd book I finished was The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This is the first in a trilogy, and then there is a novella bind-up, and the most recent release was The Darkest Legacy, which takes place 5 years after the trilogy concludes. This book follows Ruby, Liam, Zoo, and Chubbs, who are surviving children of a plague who wiped out the vast majority of children, and those who survived got special powers. This book is really immersive and engaging, and you feel like you're in the world with them, going through their struggles of getting to East River, their struggles to form this tight-knit group, their struggles to reconcile with what they've done in the past and what the world has become, and their struggles when they're at East River. It is so good. The characters are well written. They're really relatable characters. In the middle section of it, it can be a little bit slow, but in those slow parts is when you get to go deeper into who the characters are. I rated this book 4.5 out of 5 stars. One thing the book doesn't really explain is what all the colors' powers are. You've got bits and pieces throughout the book, but I really wish there was a clear explanation. If there was, I just missed it. Last book I finished was The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the characters, the plot, the mythology aspect. This book held my attention the whole time I listened to it. It is a very character-driven, get to know everyone, get to know what's going on kind of book. So therefore it's very slow and didn't feel like a whole lot happened until the very end of the book. And in this book, the twist at the end did shock me a little. I think it'll be interesting to see how their quest continues in the rest of the books. And the book I started was Timeless by Alexandra Minor. This is one of my favorites. I have read this book twice. I read it when it came out in 2011, And then I think I read it again 2 years later when I found out there was a sequel. I actually just found out that there is a little novella in between both books. So I'm going to finish this one, read the novella, and then read Timekeeper. The book is all about Michelle, who finds a necklace and a diary and allows her to transport back in time and get snippets of her relatives' pasts. This is definitely a very easy read, simplistic writing that gets straight to the point of the book. It is very well described and you can feel like you're with Michelle in all the different places she is. So while I'm sad I didn't get through all 7 books for Booktubeathon, I really enjoyed the books that I did read during Booktubeathon, and now I've learned to pick smaller books and smaller audiobooks. Find time to participate in either the video challenges or the Instagram challenges because I really wanted to participate in them, but I was so consumed with reading and making sure that I got through all of my books that I didn't carve out the time. And those are all the books that I read during Booktubeathon. If you participated, let me know down below what you read. Don't forget you can find all of my social media handles in the description box. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my bookish content. I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!